Sometimes in VBA, you might need to keep track of your variables or expressions that are inside of your procedure. Just like you can keep an eye on the cells in your workbooks using the Watch Window tool in the Formulas tab of the ribbon, when you're looking at your Excel spreadsheets, you can use the Watch Window here in the VBE. And I'll show you how this works by using the debugging file that we used in the last lecture. So again, the problem is that I know that one of my bonuses is not coming up correctly. So I want to watch my variables as I run through or step through my code. As the code changes, I want to know how the variables are changing. And there are two variables that I want to keep an eye on as the code runs, and that's my commission and my bonus. So I'm going to add commission to my watch window, and I'll do that by double-clicking on commission to select it. And then I want to bring up my watch window by going up to Debug at the top of the screen and Add Watch. My Add Watch dialog box comes up, and because I had commission highlighted, it already knows it's the expression that I want to watch. Now, if I didn't have commission highlighted and I went to Debug, Add Watch, that of course would be blank, and I would have to type it in. Alright, so I want to watch the value of this, so I'll go ahead and click on OK. And I'll move the watch window up so you can see it a little bit better. It was at the bottom of the screen. There we go, and I'll make it a little bit wider. Alright, so there's the first variable whose value I want to keep an eye on while the code is running. The other variable again is bonus. So I could again highlight bonus and then go up to debug and add watch, or something that's even faster, I can highlight bonus and then just click and drag it into the watch window. Okay, so far in this scenario there's something wrong with our code and we don't know what it is yet, but we know it has something to do with the calculations for the commissions. So I set a breakpoint up where the calculations start. That's the first line there of my if statement. I started to run my code and it ran up until it got to that breakpoint. Then I opened up the watches window and I added two variables to that window. So when I step through or walk through my code, I'm going to be able to see line by line how those values change as my code gets executed. Okay, so continue to leave this workbook open. We're going to need it for the next lecture.